Welcome to the build and review of the HG RX-77 Guncannon. This small simple kit was a pleasant surprise because it wasn't only easy to build but also was fun to detail and weather up. At only 1400 yen at this time, the kit was very cheap and extremely posable. It barely has any runners and ended up being a quick assembly. Parts pretty much just consist of the main armor shells with a few inner frame pieces that connected up the armor. With kits this size, I always start with binning the main runner pieces. This means nipping them off the runner, cleaning them up, and placing the pieces in a named bin. Since all the pieces are pretty much the same in the kit this size, you won't have any trouble finding the right piece when you start putting it together. As you see in this assembly, almost all the sections were a clamshell type, consisting of two main pieces with a few joints holding them together. No complicated inner frame or recessed areas with details. The shoulder joint was interesting since it was a ball joint of sorts that the shoulder clamped around it. Simple construction, but it gives a great ball joint look. While it doesn't have an inner frame, the knee and elbow joints do have enough of a frame where the armor connects and slips around it. If you're enjoying this build review, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm always adding more builds, reviews, and tutorials to this channel. Thank you for watching so far. All the pieces did fit together pretty snugly, and I didn't have much trouble with them falling apart, as I do with other HG kits occasionally. When clamping the arm pieces together, it was easy to mess up the rubber joints that held them together. Make sure to get those properly aligned before pushing things together too hard. Once assembled, it looks pretty vintage and true to the animation. Very posable and will look good on the shelf as is. I'll be taking this kit through a complete weathering. This time, I decided to start with some marker panel lining using brown and black. I have a complete tutorial on marker panel lining that I use this kit for, and will link it in the description below. After the panel lining, it already looks great, but we're not done yet. Next up, I wanted to give it a slight dusty used look. I used multi-gray weathering color, diluted down a bit. This diluted gray gives it a subtle dirty look, like it's been outside, and most notable on darker shades. I quickly spread this all over the kit and let it dry. Then I used multi-brown and used thick globs of it on the major recessed areas that could collect dirt. Following it up with putting thinner on my brush and trying to spread it around and removing parts I found to be a little bit too much. Lastly, I did a few passes of dry brushing, silver on darker parts and steel in the red areas. I used a makeup brush this time since I wanted to give it an extreme used and scratched up look. This layering of liner, washes, and dry brushing really gives a kit a natural weathered look. When a kit is this size, it is easy to do this while assembled, almost like painting a miniature. Thanks for watching.